HowExpert! Publisher journey video of the day. How you doing? Oh man, just testing out different intros. Anyhow, hope you're doing well. Publisher journey video of the day. Today I was working behind the scenes, got some work done. Number one, I'm working on another book behind the scenes. So when I work on a book, I like to come up with a topic first, then the title, the subtitle, the book description, as well as a table of contents, all 5 things, before I even get started with creating the content. That helps me just like really be organized and prepared in advance what type of content to make, one step at a time. Whether you use AI or don't, this is a great way to start, okay? You have to come up with a top, and this is what was actually taught inside my original book that was published actually 10 plus years ago, but the concepts remain the same to this day, even if you use AI or not. You come up with the title, the topic, okay, the topic, the title, and then you come up with the content afterwards, okay? So today I came up with a new topic of the day. I've always had this topic in mind actually, and because this is not just one specific niche, it's a different type of book. The book idea is to basically cover all categories of life, all essential categories of life into one book. That's the thought, the idea I had for a while actually. And so far I've been doing one topic a day, one specific topic. Like most people do, one topic for each book, right? So you can cover being targeted to the audience. But I want to have a book that covers all categories into one solid, comprehensive book. And my next plan after that is to cover each category in this comprehensive book as its own additional individual book as well. And the idea I have, I'll share with you, is basically I'm covering all aspects of life, all core categories of life, like health and wellness, finance and wealth, hobbies and leisure, etc., etc. And I want to come up with 26 chapters because the way I want to structure this book is in an alphabetical order, A to Z. Not just come up with any just random categories. Yeah, I will. Essential categories, but not just to just list it all, but actually list it in an alphabetical order, A to Z. So it's organized and it has its own unique selling point. Because I'm sure there's a lot of other books out there that have, a comprehensive compilation style type of book that covers all aspects of all categories. But I want to make sure it's organized in a unique way, A to Z. So, I start off with like adventure and exploration or arts and something like that, right? Then B will be another topic, business and entrepreneurship and whatnot. And it goes down all the way to Z. And I came up with a topic and the TOC, a detailed table of contents outline, and got that done. So I'm looking forward to doing that book, as well as not only that, each chapter is a category of life. So that helps me prepare in advance what other individual books I want to do in the future, because each chapter will be a book. Okay, so as I mentioned before in my previous videos, I want to cover all aspects of life, all topics from A to Z, whether it's big categories or small, unique, micro niche type of categories, topics, or my best sellers, or even my worst sellers. Okay, I want to do it all. But in order to publish content, I realized instead of coming up with an idea that day, it's good to prepare in advance in an organized fashion, so that when you get into content creation mode, you just crank out the content. You don't have to think about, oh, I gotta plan this out, this type of topic, this is what I'm gonna cover, what should I cover next. You don't have to think about it. Preparation is a key to success. So coming up with this, the book may be called HowExpert Guide to Everything, or it might be called HowExpert Guide to Life, or it may be called HowExpert Guide to Life A to Z, or HowExpert Guide to Everything A to Z. And I'll have a 27th chapter that's a miscellaneous chapter that covers other additional topics as well. Okay, that wasn't covered from A to Z. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that next book. And also after that, I found a new design for my recent book that I published about freestyle rapping called HowExpert Guide to Freestyle Rap. I bought the image at Shutterstock, but I realized that image is for editorial use only. Okay, I bought it either at Shutterstock or Deposit Photos. They're both available in both platforms. You cannot use editorial images, apparently. So I had to find a replacement image. It was very challenging looking for this image, because when you type rap or rapping or rappers or MC or freestyle rap, there wasn't a lot of good images, and a lot of the best images were only for editorial use only. So that's a quick tip of the day. Another tip, like when you finding images for whatever type of business you are in, make sure it's not editorial use only. I didn't realize that until later. I was like, oh wow, this is editorial use? I already paid for it. So I bought another package, 5 packages for $49 at Shutterstock.com just today. I bought the image. I finally found a really solid image for this topic, freestyle rapping or hip hop. I think it's great. It's a vector style, so my designer can edit it, modify it. And overall, it's just a really good image. So I'm really happy I found it. It took me a couple days actually. But I found the best image possible. I bought the image. I have a subscription for Shutterstock, but I ran out of the images because I'm using so many images from my other book about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which requires images to learn. So I'm using about 30 images from there. So I ran out of images, but Shutterstock has an option. You can pay, for 5 images for $49. That's a really good deal. So I figured, you know what? I just bought the package. I downloaded the image, sent it to my designer as well, and I'm waiting for that image. So once I'm done, now I can use an image that I can use, not an editorial version. Other than that, rinse and repeat, man. Building my publishing business. I just one of the challenges is, coming up. Another thing I want to work on is I want to come up with a more organized way of picking my next book topics. Sometimes I'm kind of disorganized. I have some days I'm going to cover all core categories. So I will, health and fitness, business and finance, and et cetera. But some days I discover a unique niche, and if you're a publisher, you'll understand when you figure out a unique niche, you get excited. It's like finding gold, So you want to do that topic too. So I will do all topics A to Z, but I want to find a more organized way to come up with the topics in advance. Not be like, okay, today I'll do this topic. No, tomorrow I'll do this topic. No, I want to take some time, even more, to come up with topics I want to publish in advance, in an organized fashion, so that moving forward, when it's time to create content, I don't have to think about this. I just go and crank out the content. Section by section, chapter by chapter, book by book, one at a time, without wasting any time thinking about what else to publish on, what other topics to publish on. So for those of you publishers out there who publish a lot of books, and I'm preaching to myself, come up with an organized fashion. Right now, I want to cover all core categories, so I'll do that. That's about 26 categories. So I got my next 26 books lined up already, pretty much, right? And after that, I'll do my compilation book that covers all core categories into one book. And after that, I can do unique topics. But another way that I thought about before that I can implement into my business moving forward is, there's 52 weeks in a year, right? And the alphabet is A to Z is 26 letters, right? So I came up with an idea. My current pace is one book a week, or a little bit faster than that. But if I could do 52 books in 52 weeks, that pace, I'll be happy, to be honest with you. The most I ever published with hiring real life everyday experts, okay? Real life everyday people, not AI. Back in the days, a couple years ago, actually, it was 2021. I was just focused. I published about 32 or 33, over 30 books in 1 year. No AI. And that was a very productive year, I remember. And that was working with real life everyday experts and freelancers. So that's not easy, right? And I think I published like 35 books or something like that year. And the most I ever published in a month, I remember it was July that year. I believe I published like 7 books, right? In 1 month. I was super productive that year, especially after 2020 and whatnot. Now with AI, I can match that number. Matter of fact, last month in July, I published up to 7 books with AI. And that was me being productive, but I know I could do better. Because the more you publish, the better you get. You kind of get the gist of how to publish the book. You kind of get the process right. You improve it, and everything just gets smoother and smoother the more you publish. So moving forward, my goal is to do at least 1 book a week. Ideally, I want to aim for like 10 books a month, to be honest with you. But if I could do 7 books last month and I'm just getting started with AI, I know I can do 10 books a month if I get to it, right? So, but one of the ideas I have to structure my topics in terms of like how to come up with topics in a more organized fashion is I came up with this idea a couple months ago. It's like, because I'm a publisher A to Z, it may not apply to you, but because I'm a publisher A to Z, I was thinking like this. There's 52 weeks in a year, right? And there's 26 alphabets. So I was thinking like this. Whatever week it is throughout the year, let's say today is the 26th week of the entire year, then what's the 26th letter of the alphabet? It's Z. So if it's the 26th week this week, instead of going around in circles like a chicken with a head cut off, like what book should I publish on? Because when you're a publisher like me, for all topics A to Z, there's so many ideas you want to publish that you cannot do it all realistically. So, and sometimes, just like when you go shopping, there's like, you're going shopping for a product, and there's like, instead of 1 product or 2 or 3 products only, there's like 20 of them. It's harder to choose. And similar to when you're a publisher for all topics A to Z, it's very difficult and can get challenging to pick a topic when you could pick any topic. So one way I thought, to focus is do the A to Z method. For example, if today's the 26th week and the 26th letter of the alphabet represents Z, pick a topic that starts with the Z. And 27th week, I start again. From 27th week will be, the first letter alphabet. So I'll do A to Z twice throughout the year. So the first week of the year, I'll publish a book starting with a topic starting with A. The second week, I'll publish a book topic starting with B, like basketball. Next one, C, starting with C, whatever the topic can be, comedy. 4th week, starting with D and whatnot. And because I'm a publisher all topics, maybe the first half of the year I'll do general categories. The second half of the year I'll do unique topics. Then I cover all bases, And on top of that, because I know I can publish more than 1 book a week, I could put in some bestsellers, do some bestseller topics during that time, do some unique random niches during that time. But at the same time, I have a structure moving forward, so I don't have to overthink about, oh, what topic should I do? Because information overload, analysis paralysis does happen when you have so many topics you can publish. So that's an idea I have. I want to share with you that I'm also learning in real time to share with you behind the scenes of real life, everyday independent publisher. This is what I plan on doing moving forward. I want to make sure I'm structured with the topic selection moving forward, so that I don't have to think too much. I just go and create content. At the same time, I'll do my best sellers. I'll also do my worst sellers. I'll also do unique topics here and there. But I'll have a structure now. Today's what? 20th week of the year. Okay, what's the 20th alphabet letter? Whatever that is, I'll look for the best topic that's general or unique or whatever. Does that make sense? So just sharing with you some ideas behind the scenes of a real life publisher. If you want more lessons like this, kind of like this, that is not really talked about as much out there, learning from someone who's actually really publishing in real life, not just teaching it, and actually doing it now, not from the past. So I got my finger on the pulse of this industry. Click the link below the video and check out my training and join my training program, okay? Where I'll share with you real life lessons and tips, not just from theory, but also from real life experience as well, okay? Thanks for watching. I gotta go. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.